Welcome back to Our Community. Susie Thomas visiting with Charlotte Elton from Heritage Christian School. And you've also added something, many languages. You've really expanded the language program. Why? And tell us about that.
Yes, we had the opportunity to kind of change our approach to language. So in the past, where perhaps we had one teacher who, taught one specific language, with all of the learners and just with our world becoming, more and more global and our students, we really need to prepare our students well for that. So we have switched to an online language program, and students now can choose to take French, Spanish, German, Latin, and even Mandarin. And
amazing.
Yes, it's really exciting. And students can even switch and learn multiple languages at a time, or they can take a couple of years of French, a couple of years of Mandarin, and it's really important for our students to understand other cultures, other people, and be able to go out and serve, whether in business or missions, serve the world.
Great idea. What's been the response?
Well, so far it's been positive. We're excited. This is going to be the very first year that we implement the program. And, the teachers and the families that we've spoken to are excited to really give it a try.
And do you have a sense of what some of the languages that the students are most interested in learning?
I don't know yet, but I think maybe just out of curiosity, they'll try Mandarin.
They might give that a try. It can't be easy.
Right. I'm thinking not. And with our classical approach, Latin is so key.
Yes.
So being able to offer Latin to our students is important. But, practically Spanish is so needed today, too.
Right.
So I'm excited to see how this unfolds.
And can they take more than one?
They can, absolutely.
That'll be very fun to see. You have a partnership program. Tell us about that.
We do. So a lot of people may not realize that Heritage Christian School is different from many other private Christian schools. A lot of times when you think of a private Christian school, you may think of families who have some means being able to send their child to a private school. And Heritage Christian School is a bit different because we love the fact that families have choices. And so we encourage families to use the vouchers provided by the state of Ohio. So there are two kinds of vouchers. One is based on the district in which the child is in the school in which they'd otherwise attend. The other voucher is based on the family's income. And in the past, that's been limited to just kindergarten through grade 4. Every year, they've added a grade. So the first year, it was just kindergarten. Next year, it was kindergarten first. Now we're up to kindergarten through grade 4.
Okay.
Now, the great thing about vouchers is that it allows parents the option to choose and receive a scholarship. The challenging thing is that the voucher does not meet our cost. So our cost to provide an education for each student is about $8,000. The elementary voucher pays $4,650, so just over half. And many of our families, most in fact, cannot afford to pay that difference. So what we've done instead of asking families to pay that is we have asked community members, businesses, churches, individuals to fill that gap. So through a donation, they can become a partner. They can become a full partner, or for less money, they can become a half partner for about $1,750, or even a day partner where they can sponsor a classroom for the day. And that allows them to create an individual relationship with the child. So here's how it works. Parents have allowed their child to participate in the partnership program. So when we receive a donor who is interested in being a partner, we match them with a student. So they can pray for that student, they can write letters back and forth through the teacher, and twice a year they can come into the school, do classroom activity, eat lunch with their student. And the students love having a special friend.
So they actually get to know each other. It's not a secret partner. It's a partner where you have relationship.
Yes, and a lot of times once partners get involved, they really want to stay with that child throughout their school journey.
Wow.
And it's fulfilling for the partner because a lot of times we give funds and we don't know exactly where it's going. In this case, they get to see the school firsthand. They get to meet the child who's, this is helping to pay for the overhead so that child is able to come to the school. And so it's a win-win. And teachers love it because it's supporting their school and allowing them to have more resources in their classroom.
School choice is something that it seems there's a lot of discussion about it, probably a lot of misinformation or misunderstanding about it. Help us understand exactly what school choice is. Now, I'll make a statement. You tell me if I'm off base. I think it's where your tax dollars, they're returned to you so that you can decide to send your child wherever you want. If you want to send them to your area public school, then that is totally one of your options. Another one would be if you want to take those tax dollars and use them for tuition at a private school, if you feel that would be better for your child and your child's learning style, then that's an option for you as well. Am I totally wrong on that?
Not at all. You're exactly right. So I'll compare kind of history to today. So in the past, we pay our taxes and those go to the public school district regardless. And then if a parent wanted to send their child to another school, they would need to pay privately out of their own pocket. So in essence, they were paying twice.
Yes.
Now what school choice says is let's allow the parents to make that choice, and some of the funding will then follow them. So I think some of the real estate taxes and that still go to the public district. But it allows some of the money to move to the parent to go to their child's school. So it is actually sent to the school, but it's in the parent's name. So it's the parent's right to pick the best environment for their child. And we know that could include a public school, that could be a charter school, it could be a religious private school, it could be a non-religious private school, or any of the above. We know that sometimes students may try several environments until they find the right fit. And we love and respect. I truly believe that God gave the wisdom to the parent for their specific child. And so I love being able to encourage parents to make the best choice for their student.
And homeschool is one of the options as well there.
It is.
Do you find that education has become a very competitive business?
I think it is becoming more competitive, but that's actually really good for students because research out of, say, the state of Arizona, where school choice is very common and very much achievable, shows that even for students who stayed in the public school district, their scores went up. So just the fact of parents being able to choose motivates everyone to make sure we're serving children better. And that's what's most important, is serving all children.
There's something interesting going on at the State House, isn't there? A new bill.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Well, it's exciting, and I'm not sure if it'll look the same when it gets out as it does now.
Yes.
But yeah, Senate Bill 85 is called the Ohio Opportunity Scholarship. And a portion of this bill says that for any student, kindergarten through grade 12, they could receive a scholarship through the state of Ohio that's based on family income. So as I mentioned before, right now, it's limited at grade 4. This would be all the way through grade 12. And, just to give you kind of a gauge of where family income would need to be, a family of 4 could make about $49,000 or just under $50,000 and still qualify for the voucher to pick a different school.
Why is that? Because that's usually the family that is left out because the government thinks they make too much to receive any kind of aid, but yet they are working to make ends meet. How is a family making $49,000 able to qualify for something like this?
Yes, it's really exciting in the bill. So basically, they look at poverty level and they say, okay, that's great for poverty level, but what about the families who are middle income
Exactly.
or moderate income? And so they've decided to double poverty limit. So if you are a family that makes double the poverty limit, then you would be included in the eligibility for the scholarship.
Amazing. You also offer tuition assistance?
Yeah, that's a great tool. So there are a couple of different scholarship options through the state of Ohio, but sometimes a family just fits in a window that unfortunately none of those scholarship options apply. So in that case, Heritage Christian School has our own tuition assistance where we can give assistance. So perhaps if families could pay some tuition but not all tuition, that's where we kick in and we waive tuition so that the student's able to come.
You've always done a great job with not just what's happening in the classroom, and that's very interesting, your approach in the classroom, but amazing extracurriculars as well. For a rather small student body, they compete well among other schools and are offered a lot of opportunities. Let's talk about some of the experiences they can have extracurricular-wise.
Yes, for sure. So extracurricular, we have everything from plays in the International Thespian Society for those who like to speak in front of others. We also have Bible quizzing and speech meets and math Olympics and the art fairs. But in the world of athletics, we do participate in OHSAA just like the public high schools do. And last year we were proud to have 2 All-Ohioans, even in our small school, one in baseball and one in basketball.
Wow.
And we had 4 seniors last year sign letters of intent to play athletics at the college level. So even among a class of 23 students that graduated, you can see
2 All-State.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
It's exciting. Mm-hmm.
How do you have enough people to make a team? Or is just everybody really good that goes there?
Well, I don't know that everyone is really good to start with. But the great thing is that we encourage students to get involved. It's important for them to learn those leadership skills, how to do time management. We actually require them to get involved, and it's not something that they dread because it's a welcoming environment. So even if you've never tried something, we say, get out there and try it. Because we do have a smaller student body, it's not as competitive. You don't have to be playing the sport since you were 5 years old in order to make the team. So you can try, you can come out, you can play, and a lot of times you can be very successful.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like it. And what's fun with that size of a student body is you can do a little bit of everything. You can be in the play, you can be in the choir, you can compete in sports and do it all. Because how do you, on the administrative side, make allowances for that with student schedules so that they can participate in all? Because sometimes there's that little rift between the drama people and the sports people because they're competing for the same students. How do you make that all work together?
You are right. It requires a lot of scheduling, but more than that, a lot of grace among the different coaches and the different leaders. But it's worth it. So, for example, when one season, and it's an athletic season, is wrapping up, we know the window in which we can start the play so that, the athletes might miss a day or two in that first week, but then they'll be set for the play, and then they won't need to miss some time for a while. So it's a little bit of a scheduling challenge, a puzzle, but we make it work. And when the coaches know, it's important to us that students have many different facets of themselves, artistically, athletically, in all of the different ways, because we really want them to explore what God has called them to do.
And the students are the winners there. You've got a golf outing coming up. Let's not forget about that. Tell us all the details.
Yes, it's so important to us. We have a golf scramble fundraiser. It is Friday, September 15th. It's a shotgun start at 9 a.m. We're playing at Tam O'Shanter. It's the Dales course, and I know we won't have a whole lot of opportunity to play there for much longer.
That's true. Here's your chance.
We have 4-person teams that can register, an entire foursome, or individuals. If they like to golf, they can sign up individually too. It's $100 per golfer, and that includes 18 holes, a cart, driving range balls, soft drinks, snacks, luncheon, prizes, gifts, all that good stuff. So we would love for golfers to come out, sign up a foursome, sign up individually. Also, we are accepting sponsors for the golf outing if you have a business or an organization that is interested in sponsoring. So even if you can't play but you'd like to help, we're accepting donations for the cause. And last year we had over 90 golfers, and so we really encourage people to register and register early.
It sounds like a great day. How do they do that?
Yes. We have a variety of different sponsorship levels. If they're interested, they can give us a call, or even to sign up as well. You can just call 330-452-8271, again, extension 318. And I can give you that number again.
One more time, please.
Sure. 330-452-8271, extension 318.
Charlotte Elton, thank you so much for all you do in our community.
Oh, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here.